Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is David Benjamin from healthywildandfree.com. Today I want to share with you a new product that has really evolved and innovated the sleep technology space, and it's going to help you if you have any type of sleep condition potentially, as it has helped me. So this technology I'm actually wearing on my forehead right now. I'm not wearing it the proper way. I'll share with you how to wear this technology and use it a little later in this video, but for now I want to share with you just a little bit of information about circadian rhythm. It's also, some people say circadian rhythm, some people say circadian rhythm. Either way, circadian rhythm is basically your internal biological clock. So essentially when you wake up in the morning and your body sees light, it's light outside, the sun and light, those light photons enter your eyeballs and they cause your body to begin to produce serotonin, which is a hormone that kind of elevates your mood, gets your body going, gets your mind and brain going, and your brain chemistry changes when you're exposed to sunlight. And sunlight is obviously a form of wavelength of orange light, and has its own effects in the body and induces that serotonin. Now at nighttime, when it begins to get dark, when it becomes dark out, what happens is your body begins to convert serotonin to melatonin. So the darker and dimmer it gets at night, that serotonin begins to convert to melatonin, which is a hormone I'm sure you've heard of, which then allows your body to relax and to fall asleep. Now your circadian rhythm, circadian rhythm is what the biological clock internally that really regulates all of this within your body. These serotonin and melatonin, which is produced both in your gut and in your brain. So your body needs both light and darkness in order to be awake and then fall asleep and rest. So it's a natural cyclical process that your body has an accustomed rhythm to. So if your circadian rhythm is off, your internal biological clock is off, and therefore your hormones, serotonin and melatonin, are going to be produced at different times, which is going to cause you to be awake more at certain times or more tired at another time. And you really want to get that schedule, that circadian rhythm on track with, for ideal health at least, with the sunrise and sunset. And because of, unfortunately, technology, smartphones, computers, tablets, and just having lights on at night, our bodies have really had a hard time adjusting to a healthy sleep schedule and a healthy sleep cycle. On top of that, electromagnetic frequencies, travel, all these different things, jet lag, red-eye flights, the list goes on and on. So our circadian rhythms have really kind of gotten off track as a society, and because of modern technology, essentially. So the cool thing is that there are people developing technology, like the company RealTime. I'm going to share with you this product that has drastically changed how our circadian rhythm can get back on track and develop that. So basically the company, the people who developed the RealTimer product had researched different light waves and wavelengths of those lights to determine what light and what wavelengths of those lights suppress melatonin and regulate the melatonin serotonin secretion within the body, which is going to regulate circadian rhythm, your internal biological clock, which therefore regulates your asleep cycles, when you feel awake, when you feel asleep, and those types of things. So a little something I haven't really shared with my subscribers and with my audience on Healthy Wild Free yet, and with those of you watching, is that I've had insomnia on and off for years. So for me, I'm naturally a high energy person. I'm naturally someone who thinks a lot, who has kind of an overactive brain, and someone who really just kind of like is in go mode, and it's hard for me to meditate, it's hard for me to relax. I'm always kind of a naturally energetic person. Even if I don't even eat the healthiest, I still have plenty of energy, or don't get the best night's rest, I'll have a lot of energy the next day, and then it's hard to get to sleep the next night. So ultimately I kind of have a crash every once in a while, or I sleep good every once in a while, but it's really just kind of on and off. So sometimes I'll sleep good for weeks or a couple months, and then for a couple weeks my body's just off, and then I'm laying there at night and I'm awake for an hour or 2 or even 3 hours, and it's just dreadful. It's like the worst thing in the world is to want to fall asleep because you're exhausted and tired, but your body simply cannot fall asleep. So for me, it's just kind of a combination of things. Obviously, you don't want to eat late at night because your digestive system, you don't want your digestive system to be working while you're going to sleep. That was a lesson I learned at one point. All these different things along the years and the paths and the process to get my body to relax, taking relaxing things and all these different things. But a lot of them, I got to a place where a lot of them just really didn't work. So I was doing all these healthy and natural things to support my body and my health, relaxation, circadian rhythm cycles and things like that, but I work on the computer, I work with technology, I'm looking at a computer screen all day, so I think being around electromagnetic frequencies and seeing the computer screen all day affects my circadian rhythm and has long-term more than I have known. So thankfully, by understanding research, and I wrote an article on my blog about how Harvard found that just looking through red sunglasses can help your circadian rhythm and things like that. But there's all these little things you can do, but there's not something that's like concrete, technologically advanced science into a product that like does it for you and gets you on track and keeps your rhythm straight, like perfect. So recently I found this product called the Retimer, and that's what I'm wearing it now. And how you actually wear it is you actually just go like this and it goes right into your eyes. And basically these lights go into your eyes, and I can see you right now, and that light goes into your eyes, and I'm not going to keep it on because I don't want to disrupt my circadian rhythm. But basically the light is a blue light, it's a blue-green light wavelength. So that blue-green light is what they found is the safest and most effective way to suppress melatonin in the morning. So what you do is you can use these glasses in different ways, and I'll explain that in a minute, but basically what I do is I wear these in the morning while I'm getting up. I drink water and do these different things. I just wear these glasses, getting dressed, drinking water, just doing my normal morning routine. I wear these for 30 to 59 minutes, somewhere in that range, and what it does is it suppresses melatonin so that my body can realize, okay, it's morning time, I'm awake, serotonin, circadian rhythm, go to work, like get on track. And what that does is it suppresses your melatonin so that your serotonin and your melatonin circadian rhythm can get on track. And then as the day progresses, at nighttime, your melatonin levels, when you desire, will begin to rise. So say you want to be an early riser and an early retiree to sleep, like myself. I want to get to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I want to get up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll wear these early in the morning so that my melatonin is suppressed early in the morning, and then my melatonin levels increase earlier at night, say 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock, so that I can get to bed and relax at a good time. But just to share with you my story with this product, like I said, I actually had a week of horrible sleep, and I couldn't fall asleep. I was laying awake in bed at like 1 or 2 hours, and I was waking up at like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. So not only was I not falling asleep, but I was waking up odd times of the night, and this was beyond what I had ever had before, because before I just couldn't fall asleep. Once I fell asleep, I was like, I was out until I woke up. So for this period, for a week, I couldn't fall asleep, and then I would wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, and it was just getting ridiculous. So it was really about a week that this was kind of going on, and it was at a point where I had some stress and some other things going on, so I think the stress was affecting my life and my circadian rhythm and hormones as well. But so I found this product, and I got it, and I started using it, and within a few days, so I had these sleep issues, I started using this product the very first night. So I used this in the morning. That night, I was tired and yawning at 9:30, which is exactly what I wanted. So I used it early that morning, and then I fell asleep fairly much quicker than the night before. I slept good, I slept through the night, and the next morning I woke up, I used them again, and I've been using them for, I don't know, a couple weeks now consistently, and I have gone a few days without using them, but overall I've noticed that when I use them consistently, it definitely helps my circadian rhythm, helps me have more energy in the mornings, and I've actually felt I've been in a better mood as well, and I'm going to get to that in a minute as well. But basically my circadian rhythm is better, my sleep cycles are definitely better, I fall asleep quicker, and I wake up earlier, and I don't wake up during the night. And that's huge for me because I've had insomnia on and off for years, and although I eat healthy, I exercise, I do all these things, I'm just a naturally high energy person, and I think working with technology and being a high energy person has caused my circadian rhythm to kind of disrupt and not be as effective as it could be. So it's definitely helped me with insomnia, definitely helped me fall asleep when I want to, which for me is earlier, wake up earlier, sleep throughout the night. So for that, it's very beneficial. So that blue-green wavelength light, that they've tested all these different wavelengths, they found that, I think it was like 500 something, there's a number and it's on the article, I'll put the article in this article, but basically they found that wavelength is the safest and most effective wavelength for suppressing melatonin, which ultimately, when you use it with your timing and your schedule, gets your circadian rhythm back on track. So what can this product be used for? Well, if you have insomnia or suffer from, you have difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, this is a product definitely worth trying out. If you have seasonal affective disorder, known as SAD, seasonal affective disorder, typically for people that live in the north, I live in Michigan myself, in the wintertime sunlight decreases, so it's grayer skies, and when sunlight decreases, serotonin levels decrease as well because your eyes, there's not as many light photons from the sun, the natural wavelength of the sun entering your eye, which causes serotonin to increase. So that's part of my theory why people in the north are so rude and abrasive in the wintertime, and then if you go to Florida or the south, anywhere in the south, they're just friendly. So I think serotonin and hormones have something to do with that. So for me, like I said, I noticed one day where I wore my retimers, and I was just in a great mood, and I have noticed my mood has been a little bit more consistently positive, which is extremely crucial for anyone that does work in the health and wellness space, because you hear all these depressing stories all the time, people being forced chemotherapy and children and all this crazy stuff, and it's just insane. So being in a good mood is definitely beneficial for health and well-being. You laugh more often, your immune system is boosted, so just being in a good mood is beneficial. So it also helps with your mood and keeping your serotonin levels healthy as well, which is very beneficial. Like I said, if you have seasonal affective disorder, if you live anywhere in the north, that affects really the majority of people, if not all people, in the northern hemisphere during winter time. So it just helps with your sleep, helps your serotonin and your mood and well-being overall. If you are a shift worker, so if you work second or third shift, these are extremely beneficial for you because they're going to help you modulate your circadian rhythm to your sleep schedule and your work schedule. So for you, it's a little bit different. So actually, interestingly enough, cancer risk for people that work with shift work increases dramatically. So if you are a shift worker, hopefully you can find work that is not shift work, because your circadian rhythm and your regular awake and sleep cycles with the sun and the moon and whatnot definitely helps to have a healthy routine, with the earth, if you will. But if you are a shift worker, this is going to help you modulate your circadian rhythm so that your hormones can at least be on track, so you aren't affecting your health and your body and your sleep cycles and your hormone cycles as negatively as you would by just sleeping and trying to adjust without this technology. So the technology is great because like I said, it's a blue-green light, and I'm going to get to that in a minute because there's something really cool, my theory and philosophy behind it. But so for that, it's great. Also, if you work in corporate America or the corporate world in general, and you travel, jet lag is difficult, and red-eye flights and things like that, these are great to get back on track, your circadian rhythm back on track. Or if you just travel for a living and your sleep cycles are off, or if in general you just have kids. And your kids, you have small children, you have babies, and they wake you up at night, or you have young kids and they're sick and they have the cold, or whatever it may be. Your kids definitely change your sleep cycles. So I know for me, I have a 2-year-old at home, and for me, sleep cycles have been off at times simply because of my 2-year-old. So that is definitely something that having this is definitely beneficial at times. So just to recap, insomnia, falling asleep, staying asleep, if those are an issue, this can help, like it's helped me tremendously. And like I said, I haven't said this, but I've used valerian and magnesium and all these different relaxation supplements, and this has helped me more than all those. And this is something you buy once and it works, forever. Basically, you just recharge it, you plug it into your USB port or into a wall outlet, so it's really, really nice in that regard. So if you have seasonal affective disorder, mood, you kind of a depressed or saddened mood in the wintertime, this helps with that. And like I said, if your work or corporate environment, if you work second or third shift, or if you have like jet lag or travel a lot, red-eye flights, or if you just have kids and your sleep cycles are different all the time, or if any other condition or factor in your life causes your sleep cycles to be irregular in any way, you want your circadian rhythm to be on track. Your serotonin and melatonin are crucial for health and well-being, and really, you sleep 8 hours a night, but your sleep affects your whole entire day. So I know for myself, if I don't get a good night's rest, I'm not going to exercise that next day simply because, or I'm really not going to do anything active because I'm tired. And if you're tired and you don't have energy, you aren't going to exercise, so there goes fitness out the window. On top of that, when I don't sleep good, I tend to not eat as well, also because I don't have as much energy. So I just want to eat, bars or snacks or grab something easy to eat. I don't want to actually spend the time to cut produce and make a healthy, whole, nutritious salad. So I know for a fact that if your sleep cycles, for me at least, and I'm sure for you as well, if your sleep cycles are not healthy, you're not going to eat as healthy, you're not going to exercise as much, you're not going to have energy, you're not going to be productive, you're not going to, work isn't going to go as well, home life isn't going to go as well, relationships, everything can really be affected by bad sleep and not having healthy sleep cycles where you wake up and feel rejuvenated. And I have to say that as I've refined my sleep cycle with this, it's nice because the other day I woke up and I felt like, that feeling you had when you were a kid and you woke up and you just jumped out of bed? I had that feeling, and it was like almost magical for me because I haven't had that in years, where I woke up and I feel great and I just jump out of bed. And I woke up and I felt positive and I jumped out of bed, and it was an extremely productive day, and I got a lot of work done. I felt really good about my work. I made some great connections, and great things happened that day. So I'm very, very, very thankful for my retimers and finding this product. I could not be more grateful for something that's helped my sleep quality in my life. So if you have sleep, any type of sleep issue, condition, whatever, I would definitely try these out. And there's something I'm very thankful for to share with you. I reached out to the company. I've been talking to the company, and they decided that they would give Healthy, Wild, and Free readers and viewers a $20 discount off the pair of retimers. So if you simply enter the code Healthy, Wild, and Free at checkout, at retimer.com, and I'll put the link right below this video and the article as well, you will get $20 off your order. So I'll put that on the screen below, above, wherever you are on YouTube or on the article, to get that $20 discount. So once again, enter Healthy, Wild, and Free at checkout at the link above or below this video, and you'll get $20 off your order. And that's really it for this video. Oh yeah, one more thing. My theory is, it's really interesting because when you look at they did all this testing, so they found blue-green light is the safest and most effective, right, for circadian rhythm in the morning. So what's interesting is when you wake up in the morning, and you wake up and you look at your walls in your room and you have, white or green or whatever color walls you have, you're in a kind of a square environment, in a 3D, non-nature environment, for most of us at least. And you look outside and you may live in a city and you see brick buildings or houses and mailboxes and all this kind of stuff. But if we go way back thousands of years, right, to when we were cavemen and cavewomen, don't want to leave the women out, we woke up in a cave or in nature. We went outside, and what did we see? We saw green trees, green grass, green plants, green brush down here, and then we saw blue skies, or blue ocean, or blue water. So we saw green and blue more than anything, and obviously the orange sun as well, but green and blue were the colors that we saw most. So that's partially why Healthy, Wild, and Free, I made everything kind of green and blue themed, was because green and blue is nature, green and blue is health, green and blue is our environment. So it's interesting that the green-blue wavelength light that they tested with the retimers were the most effective, was the most safest and most effective color for your circadian rhythm and the technology. So I believe in it. I've seen it firsthand myself. It's effective, beneficial, and it's helped my sleep and circadian rhythms a lot, and I hope it can help you too as well. So if you've had any sleep troubles, or you just want to be an awesome biohacker and biohack your circadian rhythm to get better results and have it on hand for winter time or travel or whatever, or for myself, using your household, have your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your spouse, your partner use it as well, so you can both kind of benefit from it. That's beneficial as well. So once again, enter Healthy, Wild, and Free at checkout at re-timer.com, and the link will be above or below this video, and you'll get that discount thanks to them And thanks so much for your time. There's an article below as well, or if you're on YouTube or not on YouTube, wherever you are, there's an article on my website, healthywildandfree.com, with more information on the wavelengths, the science, and links to everything. So check that out above or below this video as well. My name is David Benjamin. Make sure to live healthy, wild, and free. Subscribe, like, favorite, and comment, and share. Subscribe for future videos. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for your time. Until next time, make sure to retimer your circadian rhythm. Bye.